Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Data Transform. This is Upender. In this video, we will try to understand some terminologies of a data or database. So first thing is data. So what is meant by data? Storage representation of objects and events is called as a data. So for example, if you take a TV as an example, TV is one object, right? So if you take a TV as an example, TV have some properties. Nothing but TV have a size, model, cost and manufacturer. So these are the different properties of the TV. If you store this information of the TV in one place, that information will called as a data. Let's take event as an example. Event means cricket match or marriage, or this all this both will called as an events. I will take cricket match an example. Cricket match is having some properties, right? Like number of teams playing, number of players are playing, names of the players, and total runs scored by the players, and individual scores. These all are the information of that match. If we store this information in one place, then we will call that information as a data. Nothing but storage representation of events. So storage representation of objects or events will called as a data. Next, what is meant by metadata? Data about the data is called as a metadata. What it means, I will try to explain in the notepad. Here I am taking some numbers as an example. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So do we have any meaning for this sequence of numbers? No, right? These are simple numerical values. Okay. If I go to the top of the numbers and I will try to add one heading for this. After adding this heading, automatically we got some meaning for these numbers, right? Before heading, these are the simple sequence numbers. Now after this heading, automatically the sequence of numbers become employee numbers, correct? This employee number heading is describing the properties of this sequence number. So this employee number will called as a metadata. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the actual data and employee number is a metadata. Metadata is nothing but which will describe the properties and characteristics of a data. Okay, data about the data. Next, we will try to understand what is meant by schema. A user account with objects is called as a schema. So first we will try to understand what is meant by user account. For example, if you want to access a bank, first you need to have an account in it, right? Same way, if you want to access a database, you need to have an account in it, which is called a user account. Okay, this user account with objects is called as a schema in the database. So next we will try to understand what is meant by objects in this. Okay, so in which format we are going to be store the data in the database? Will store in the form of tables. Nothing but combination of rows and columns. Table is a combination of rows and columns. We are going to be store the data in the form of tables in the database. So this table is called as an object. Okay, there are different types of objects in the database. For now, just remember, table is one kind of an object. In future, we are going to be discuss all the types of objects in the database. So user account with this objects is called as a schema. User account will help us to log into the database. So after logging into the database, if user creates a tables or any other objects, then that user account will called as a schema. Yeah. So if that user not created any tables or any other objects, that is simple a user account, not a schema. Next, we are going to be start the actual concepts of SQL. Okay. So first of all, what is meant by SQL? SQL stands for Structure Query Language. If you see at the definition, SQL is specially designed for managing the data held in the relational database management system. So if you want to do any operation in the database, like inserting the data or removing the data or updating the data, any operation, if you want to do in the database, is possible only through the SQL. There is no other language because ANSI, I think everyone know about the ANSI and ISO. This you may listen a lot of time these words. ANSI stands for American National Standard Institute, and ISO stands for International Organization for Standards. So these both organizations recognized SQL as a standard language for the RDBMS. That's all about this video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will try to answer them. Thank you.